everyone, I'm going to show you what I mean by taping the floor, just in case you haven't done it yet and you have time to do it before class tonight. So I have the blue painter's tape, and I'm sticking a piece of tape where I have my camera so that I'll make sure to keep having my camera there. It looks like, though, I probably need to slide over just a little bit so I'm more centered. So I'm just putting a piece of tape there so I'll know where to put the camera for the next time. Okay, so right about here, although I probably want it, I do want it up a little bit. So right about here is where I'm going to have myself put an X on the floor for being in a leader position. You can still see my arms, you can still see my hips, but you can't quite see my legs. So I'll be closer to the camera. So I'm going to put a little X where I'm standing right here. Okay, now the next X is where I will be if I'm a follower. So if I'm a follower, I want to be able to see my whole body. So I want to be able to see my feet too and be smaller. Now, I know it looks like tons of dead space, but that's okay. What we're trying to do is create depth perception in performances. So I'm going to put an X here. Okay, for video editing, another thing that I need for y'all to be able to do is to think about splitting your screen, however you show up on your camera, in half. And so I'm going to pretend like where I'm standing now is a wall, and I'm just dancing between here and the sofa. So I'm going to put an X here so that I'm dancing on the side of my screen. Now, whether it's the inside or the outside will depend on how we are set up in a grid format. And if I'm able to position us in squares, then it'll look the same for everybody. If not, I'll just tell you and you'll pretend like you're in that position for us to practice. Okay, same thing over here. I want to be on this half of my screen. I have a pretty wide view in my screen, but I'm still going to want to be, more on this half. Now, I realize everybody may not have as much space, and I don't want to be dancing into my glass bookshelf. So, I don't know, I may be a little bit off, but what I'm trying to do is get centered, and I guess I could also slide my camera if I needed to. So if you are able, then do this, and then I'm going to pick up my, I'm actually going to tilt the computer down so you can see what the floor looks like. So see, I basically have 4 X's that are making a triangle, so that if I am leading or if I'm following, I kind of know what position to get in to create that depth. So let's give it a try. We'll see how it goes. If it completely doesn't work after we've practiced for a while, then we'll just throw it out. Thanks. See you tonight.